return to Vancouver and how everything culminated yesterday. The reason why I thought it was so funny, and I'm going to use that word, funny, to watch Ivar Stenberg talking about in the first few seconds of the reply, I was like, wait a minute, this guy's like 82.0. They have the same voice, the same vocal inflections, the same pauses, the same accent. Everything is the same. And I'm like, oh my god, that against him. But I will say, Canucks fans are kind of freaking out about this because I have seen some Canucks fans on social media using Ivar Stenberg and his temperament, the way he responded to the interview and whatnot, to say things like, oh, we actually don't feel comfortable with the Canucks drafting him. And I think that's ridiculous. Let's go out there and dive into some of these replies over here. So, Straight Up Canucks went out there and said this on Twitter. If the Canucks get number one, you have to take McKenna, not Stenberg. Stenberg's Donnie and Donnie interview sounds just like EP40, and you don't need more of that. McKenna is what they're missing. Big, fast, tough. Right away, this tweet's going out there saying, oh yeah, McKenna. They need McKenna. He's big, he's fast. Isn't Stenberg like 30 pounds heavier than McKenna? I'm not sure I'd call him bigger. I'd still pick McKenna though. And yes, that is the way we need to evaluate these prospects, not just by using labels and talking about their nationalities and whatever. Ivar Stenberg is 6 feet 181. Gavin McKenna 6 feet 170. So they're the same height. McKenna's just lighter. So technically Stenberg is the bigger guy here. Here's another reply. J-Bo Vancouver, he responded to the FedEx Canucks tweet. This is one of the things that I'm talking about. It's complete delusion from a fan who has clearly never seen McKenna play. This post makes it out to be some kind of power forward, but in reality, McKenna is a skill player. He doesn't particularly play physical at all. Ridiculous. Now, there were some other replies that I also thought were interesting here too. Stenberg is bigger than McKenna. He plays a heavier game than McKenna. He is more physically stimulated than McKenna. Also, some of y'all don't seem to understand how hard English is to learn. Even if 90% of Swedes are fluent in English, there are many regional and cultural nuances that are hard for non-native speakers to pick up on. Swedish verbs do not change based on the subject. They lack a direct translation to in, which is the continuous tense, and most of them struggle with third-person singular. Now take all the struggles and imagine trying to understand hockey slang in a non-native language. Also the fact that Ivar Stenberg was getting interviewed early in the morning in Vancouver, which was probably late at night over here in Sweden. This guy had to stay up late to do an interview in a language that he primarily speak, and he's 18 years old. Like, okay, folks are going to go out there and use his voice and whatever to say that they don't want to draft him, which is so bizarre. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny the fact that this guy, like, if you close your eyes and you listen to the interview, it's like, oh, I'm just listening to Pete. He sounds like a weird person. It's so uncanny, bizarre that it's going to bring out the views of people from some of the Canucks fans, which I will totally welcome here to talk about it. I said here on the YouTube channel. Gavin Knucklebones went up there and said this. Stenberg was just so naughty and dolly. I love the guy. So we can talk about it. In a reply it says, hey, you know, it sounds like... You guys Donnie, why is he talking like that? He watched some weird animated. How big is it, man? Small. It's been on my mind Come on, man.
It's supposed to be a tough season.
I will get back to the job. As long as you get the road done, it's pretty good. あなたがそれを理解できるならば、誰かがパイナップルをコメントします。Guys, I'm moving on. What's going on, Jack? We are back. Donnie, just remember to focus on the game and not that.
I'm still trying Demko. I just traded Garden. I traded him to Nashville. And I got their 2026 first round pick.
I'll get it. We'll go over there after that. Let's start back here. Yeah, I can try. Is that not fine? No, I think it's just too long. My desk is equal. I'll be able to start with the protection. Still protected under the box. There's security, everyone is still. Yes, you can everyone do that. Why the fuck am I doing? I'm sorry, man. Well, just do that. I told you to watch the crawl. Yeah, Joe, why did you? You could have also watched it. That's the whole thing. I don't want to call it. Still up to the left, I guess. That's it, that's it. Alright, so, whoever has the most kills, y'all die. You shoot them, everything. You just gotta stop talking like that. All right. Can you not sound like a suburban white dad wearing jean shorts for 1 minute? You two keep fighting like women along the picture. Die. Can you get a bachelor? Stop thinking like this. Mom, if you can say the down quickly, make it in the closest to the 50 explanation. And you get a life spike up. I don't need to think of it. Stop everything. Leave the darkness stuff. Shit, you're not a hero. Think about what you're going to do. And how would you like to get in the home, Joe? What's that, kid? This is on to the 50 bucks. You always have to sit down and put the trash down. All right, hey, I think it's too bad. How do you know this bill? This game is rigged. Fake news. I demand a recount. No, police, how did he win? Let's take it down. I can't believe this is supposed to my face. That's not standing out line. I'm standing out like you know. Better down and down and get on. I don't have to do it. Oh, so I started it. I do not have a number. You don't get to do it. It's close. Yo, if you DM me on Discord, don't block it. I just want to see if you want to get a look. Yeah, we just want to play with style match. It's a video of things. Don't fuck the facts. I can't blow myself retard. I thought it was broken. If you ever meet me again, we'll fight it.
Ooh, fuck yes! Yay!
You'll be passed out by the end. And it's about 30. John, can you buy me? No, that's what I have to do. It's my clothing. Come on, man. John, you go look good. Can I fix that, please? No, please, go look at it. Crap, I have to make it. John, are you not fixing today? No, contact stuff wrong. Have you tried your what is it now? I said, but you didn't catch on this side, you better have to find out. That sounds like a script to me. You shouldn't be the one thinking about stealing it from Tom's factory up. Well, he's nice a lot, 25. Oh, I feel that. And the husband is now left. And the difference, there was really know what that means. Not really know, but it's what you do. You guys see the Elon TV earlier? What is that? Wait, how did you see it? You have been on Twitter in a long time. A friend said it. Did you forget your bathroom here? Johnny, did you use the spell again? Of course I did. That was a rhetorical question. Billy, do you even know what that means? Yeah. Tell me what it is. Would you like to know? How many teachers did your mom blow to get you to pass school? How many teachers did you blow to get you? Fuck you! Get it on. Get you to the fight. Yo, shut the fuck up! I can get you stupid gold recipes. I thought they were stupid. I did know I'm sorry about that.
Fuck!
I'm sorry, but I'm going. It's all you and then it's homemade. That's why BC is expanding access to free schools. BC is building for the future. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay, I shouldn't say that. He's not trash, guys. He is absolutely not trash. And today, we are going to be talking about how the Detroit Red Wings, they have just gifted a gem to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hell yeah, baby. We're talking about some Red Wings and Penguins trade talk once again, but this time it's not Oliver Carlson. We are diving into another super sweet, a guy who happened to have already gotten traded. And a name that Pens fans are already falling in love with. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk today about Elmer Soderblom. Pittsburgh's newest, biggest, unshoppable, downable trade on their team. 24 years old, 6'8", 251 pounds, Elmer Soderblom. They can make a very significant impact with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And now culminating yesterday as Soderblom and the Penguins dominated the Colorado Avalanche. Now, let's just go out there and refresh y'all's memories here. So Elmer Soderblom was a former 6th-round pick by the Detroit Red Wings back in the 2019 NHL entry draft. He don't know in the world, but we'll see what he can do with his size and his hands. And as Elmer Soderblom progressed throughout the Swedish ranks and inevitably the Grand Rapids Griffins, this is a guy who was able to find a pretty decent offensive touch in Sweden and was able to do decently well in the NHL to start out his career. His first season in North America saw him put up 8 points in 21 Red Wings games, which was admittedly not bad at all. And as the years went on, Soderblom was up and down. He inevitably only played 39 games with the regular Red Wings this season. He only got 2 goals, 1 assist, and 3 total points. This was a little bit of a stalled development. The Red Wings had other younger dudes that were overtaking Soderblom on the depth chart, so it was seen as an appropriate move when the Red Wings traded away Soderblom for a 3rd-round pick. Now, you can say that that's a positive return on investment there. Soderblom was a 6th-rounder in 2019. He just traded him for a 3rd-rounder in 2026. Sure, it took 7 years, but the guy ended up upgrading your draft pick slot by 4 rounds.
Welcome back. All right, this is the day video from Find People on the Internet for your Tuesday. It is March the 17th, meaning Happy St. Patrick's Day. Wherever you are in the world, Happy St. Patrick's Day. And we'll go ahead and start at the top of the board talking about the Oilers. Bad news for the Oilers and for their fans. Leon Draisaitl with a lower body injury. He is going to miss the remainder of the regular season, so he's going to be out for a while. Not great news for the Oilers, a team that dealt with adversity in the next year. The Oilers is the big offense that plays on like seconds, so they can The center depth is there again, so this is the height to make sure you have depth there. The players, you know, just what it's like to play out right now, not fantastic moves to them, so they'll see how things go from here. The dry side will not play for the record position if you have how early you can play on with the start. No, that's right, because basically needs them as general manager in Tampa. So he is stepping down as the general manager, and of course, staying here. Waiting stepping away as general manager as well. I think it's the right call. I think going into the World Cup, it would be nice to see new people with new opinions on things, and we'll see how the roster would be different. The World Cup, of course, being a little less than 2 years away, I'm sure they'll name a new general manager pretty quickly here in terms of who's going to be picking the roster for 2020. But Armstrong will not be the guy at that point in time. Patrick Kane last night passed Bill Mullen on the all-time goal-scoring list. So he's the all-time points leader amongst American-born players, but he sits third. Fourth. He now sits fourth in all-time goals amongst U.S.-born players. Bill Mullen's become fourth, and first in the all-time list is Badano, 561. So, yeah, Patrick Kane has a ways to go. I don't think he's going to end up passing by Badano. I think he can play like a bit of three more seasons kind of this one to address that, and I don't think he's going to be around that long. But we'll see. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe Patrick Kane at the end of the past bit like the down one. Jack Hughes has passed 440 points. Good news for Devils fans. I just like the competitive fight that Hughes is showing during last night's game. That's a little frustration from a player. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could be a good thing, especially for the teammates that maybe this can't be done this way. It's got to be done better. They did end up winning the game, so Jack Hughes pushed money where his mouth was on that, and they ended up winning the game last night. So Jack Hughes passing 400 points. Hughes is one of those players I look at and I think, well, at pretty least still be a 1,000-point player in the national hockey if for an injury. But yeah, he passed 400 points now and gets to that long in his career. So it is the team So, George Carroll. I don't believe whatever happens to George Carroll and what it says here. Basically, he still believes that the 5 games for Radko Lewis is the right call. I also said they're following the exact same process. And the proper player takes that they have followed since the steps in this 2011. Which gets back to my video on the proper player safety, how they need to reset. If we're of the mind that the way that it works now. And so that's one of the things that so that we have there. Never suspended that, and basically, it's fine. I didn't see anyone about the specifics of why it's 5. We talked about it, people around it, other teams on the ball. There's 2 people online saying, safety on the team. I'm pretty sure that information is out there already. I know they started the process before. I think if you wonder, time that it's a documentary footage thing, I think, okay, but this is what really happened to the camera went off. That's always my thought process when I see anything that was documentary footage. Just because there's been so many instances where something that we see around, or the documentary, we find out this clips, or what we see isn't necessarily the experience people have on the day-to-day in a certain department or whatever being documented. So, Fairness comes out, basically says everything is fine, the process is fine, everything's going great, everything's fine, everything's fine, it's all fine, great, it's fine. So, what are your thoughts? I think I know what the thoughts are going to be on this, and I'm not entirely disagreeing. Kirby Doc, looking for an upper body injury, he's had 3 to 4 weeks, so not great news. Doc got hurt in the last game, and of course, since it's Kirby Doc, we know that we like to give us some time. So, 2 to 4 weeks will be back in time for the playoffs, which is good news. Not a player that I like quite a bit because the injuries have really hindered his career in general. Weber, an upper body injury for him. He is a game-time decision. It's made against the Oilers. He did this their last game. This was Thursday afternoon. Thursday afternoon, did pretty well. So for Sam, they've had pretty strong success when it comes to guys jumping in the lineup. Very strong jumps to mind as well. when they get guys in the lineup that happen to they do pretty well. Whether they're healthy scratches, the guys just called up and they're acting. Erickson Eck of the Minnesota Wild, the Wild both played tonight against Chicago to stay today, and I'm wearing the Minnesota jersey that I have for St. Patrick's Day. I have a feeling I have some more in the big round of the next four. I have the third round here on the set, but the other teams that I have jerseys of the St. Patrick's Day right for, I think that they're not on the board. There's no news for that. So I was wearing Canucks, so I was wearing the Canucks St. Patrick's Day jersey. So yeah, Erickson Echo plays today against Chicago each day today for the Minnesota Wild and sure that it comes back. Talking the Winnipeg Jets, and we're just getting the non-contact jersey. So he's taking steps towards a return to the lineup for Winnipeg, and Winnipeg team that at this point in time their playoff hopes are not quite dashed, but
Here, movement that inspires.
all right, guys, you ready to finally play some fun? Yeah, guys. We all got together to play this match. You're right, George. This map is perfect for the presidential cowboys to play together. Yes. I forgot to take with me. I think I have to put this one up. But, hard to know the perfect person to invite. The original presidential cowboy used to say, hold on, let me ask you a call. Hello, gentlemen. Are you ready to kick some Johnson ass? Holy shit, John F. Kennedy, how is this even possible? Just don't think about it too much, Sleepy. Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. Get out of this ball. Screw you guys. I gotta get ready anyway. 5 minutes out. All right, but is everybody ready to play? Let's do this later. We won't have to Joe do that some other time to do this, so this should be a good game. This is going to be a football meeting, fellas. Let's get a team. Let's stop the ball. Got it. Everyone go that one. Let's do this, boys. And I have to say, let's put these little good barriers to the dominant figure. I guess we can do a group to get on top of the big things and respond. There's the done. Bill and I just play together on the table and try to this game like you sissy. Come on, be okay. You have to be more open. It was fun just to get it out the gym. Let's go to the word coach, and I agree. All right, I'm opening the first door. Thanks, Obama. Let's stay here another round and head to the room. I'm going to buy this SMG. It feels nice not to have to babysit Joe's sleepy ass for once. He'd probably already be lost, and we only have one door open. It's sad that you're probably right, Donald. I do kind of miss him, though. Don't you miss him falling asleep on us during his rest test? The only thing I miss about Papa Joe is making fun of his demented ass to his face. Joe's a total noodle, dead weight to the team. Now this guy is. Fine, we got the then we can head downstairs. Hurry up, I want to get to the history box. Call them to the Did anyone answer the phone in the first room? Did you activate the Don't Pass Eminem song on here? I got it on the stuff. Got that down to the back, but it was expected to be destroyed with the zombie's back. So what I'm talking about. Bullshit, that zombie double hit me. Someone remind that dude. Who the hell is calling the news? You did just come down around over up and you can get into right here. Stop it. Let's get on the elevator and take it. Boys, we need to watch out for another problem if we get out. Let's just get a power on and come on. You know what? Yeah, something better than show.
For the fun. Let's hit the box, boys. Come on, give me something good. I hope you get the kind of light. The dragon? 2 days of diamond. 300 out there? I got the Wizard Howl guy. That'll be good for killing the man. Nice to meet you. Oh, brother, this time makes me want to go play KFK Reloaded. He's just getting down. Son of a bitch, I'm down again. Hey, son, brother. Fuck you, man. Why did they such a dick to me? Now you know how Joe always feels, huh? Here comes the Pentagon chief. Who's he after? The fucking force is chasing me. And Joe, we're here, he's pissing his pants right now.
Keep shooting him. He's getting closer.
Fuck no, he took my gun. Great, now we can't get the bonfire sale either.
Good job, Spray Tan Man. He's coming after me, fellas.
Keep shooting, he has to be almost dead.
Damn it, he got my weapon.
Just keep shooting him when you're on the gun. He's nearly dead. We got him. This kid, guys, let's hit the box during this fire sale. All of this talk and rifle rifles is making me uncomfortable, fellas. All right, let's take this up. They know your favorite song. I'll give it this one.
That would be Zetsubo.
Fucking Zetsubo, that map sucks, Kennedy.
I think it's really fun and looks cool.
You know, guys, I think I might just start this show. Let us all do the
Need some beats for the camera here.
What the hell is that? I think it's down. How about over to the map? Oh, never mind. Definitely, this thing is so bad.
I'll show you a skill issue, wise guy.
Relax, guys. We need to work together if we're going to make it to the high rank. All right, that old ugly bastard is back to steal our weapons. Remember to run away when we get close to you.
Keep shooting.
All right, we got it, boys. Let's head to the pack.
Upgrading my machine gun.
Let me upgrade my witness now next. Back at punch with the kill. The bomb is full gas, bringing the food and back at one big bonfire sitting up. How sad. Fuck your stuff. I was busy buying all my clothes first. I ain't telling as soon as these doors open, there's going to be a lot of zombies, so get ready.
No, you freak sack.
Okay, calm down, stay distant. Even have skills to sleep in the lab. Don't you know that makes the game harder?
Stop the camera.
Yeah, that's bullshit, George. Maybe you skills to believe, but you're not used to like you. How do you feel in the building? Fuck you, Obama. Even if I go, I'll be out in no time to continue making our videos, so don't worry about it. At least your jumpsuit will match your skin, don't you? Remember not to drop the soap when you're in there. Oh, fuck you guys. We're making good progress, boys. If we just cancel this elevator, I think we can make it to round 30. I've never made it past round 25 on this map, so that would be awesome.
Just keep aiming for their heads, and when they get too close, use the elevator.
You know, I've always known that when you're Pentagon, I don't remember the things of the lab and teleporters. They didn't show you the teleporter story. Sad. Every time I went to the Pentagon, I spent hours in the teleporter around. I even teleported to the montage. She's lying, George. There are no teleporters.
I never lied. What did you say, pal?
This is starting to get hectic, guys. I'm feeling this tonight.
Fuck going down.
There's no way you have to go back downstairs now.
The zombies are gone, fellas. Come back up and revive me.
I'll feed it with my upgraded ballistic knife.
That boy's almost let out.
Fuck, this isn't looking good, guys. Trump, I'm about to die. It's all up to you.
Fuck! This crowd is almost out of ammo.
Son of a bitch. I got the wrong first. That was disappointing. Good difficult, brother.
What the fuck? This can't keep fucking down. I was letting guys.
The worst is please fucking go. I shouldn't have been fighting you. Get Here's the brutal truth about Kirby Doc and the Montreal Canadiens. Even if he is injured, even if he is not in the lineup, we still have trade rumors and trade conversations to go out there and talk about when it comes to this guy right here. Obviously, Montreal Canadiens fans have had their patience tested with Kirby Doc. A former third overall pick, drafted by Chicago back in 2019, a guy that at his peak was supposed to be a Ryan Getzlaf-esque, big, soft hands playmaker at the NHL level, a first-line center caliber guy. That was the projection that Doc had back as a prospect in the WHL. He made the NHL right away, getting 23 points in 64 games. But unfortunately for Doc, his career has been plagued over and over again by injuries. At some point, you have to ask yourself, is there an element of Doc's gameplay itself that leads to him getting injured more often than anybody else, it seems? Because this guy has missed so much time over the past few years. 18 games played in 2021, 70 games played in 2022, so okay, there you go, that's almost a full year. 58 games the next year, 2 the year after that, followed up by 57 games, and now 32 games this season with the Montreal Canadiens. It's been very frustrating for Habs fans, especially understanding the potential that Doc had, or still has, if you want to debate that. But with all that said, even though Doc has not been playing for the Canadiens as of late, we still have some trade talk to go over. Talk via the Google machine, and it dives into how Renaud Lavoie said it wouldn't surprise him if the LA Kings were going out there and trying to get this guy Doc. The question is proposed at the beginning of the article. What is the future of Kirby Doc in Montreal? As we have discussed recently, the Canadiens want to retain the rights to Kirby Doc, who is an RFA this summer for the 26-27 season. They will have to submit a qualifying offer of $4 million in order for that to go through. And it's possible that he's upset. If the Canadiens do not want to go to that dollar on the qualifying offer, the player could become an unrestricted free agent on the year. These questions need to be asked because Kirby Doc injured himself again 2 days ago. We don't know what the doctors will tell him, but he's likely to miss some games again. This, of course, happened following the hit from Sarah Viel from the Anaheim Ducks. The article goes up there and correctly cites Kirby Doc in his contract situation. He is making $3.362 million a year till the end of this season. His player salary is $4 million apiece. So this is a guy who, at 25 years old, is already approaching a decent qualifying offer financial territory. It's not going to be cheap, technically, to keep Kirby Doc around. Let's go back over to the article and take a look at what's going on here. The player who reportedly doesn't have the most exemplary attitude, has been the subject of funny rumors for some time now. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Canadiens in particular have discussed this situation. Now, that is a pretty big update as well. The Maple Leafs getting involved in Toronto Maple Leafs discourse. This is actually from earlier last week. Rumors circulating around the Maple Leafs actually getting involved in Doc, Reinbacher, Groove talk. This is all related to the Matthew Nyes rumors that we had made a video about earlier last week as well. But with the Maple Leafs, the tensions being around Doc, the question is, what will they do with this guy? Earlier yesterday morning, Renaud LeBlanc was asked the question on UPN Sports Talk Radio. And in his response, he mentioned that yes, it's possible to actually trade Doc. But if it happens, it won't be at any cost. In reality, if the Canadiens trade him, the club will need the resources to replace him. And internally, the solution does not seem obvious. If the Canadiens trade him, they'll need to acquire a piece of a help them reach the next level in the future. And if Kent Hughes doesn't get that, Doc could very well be back with the team next season. Renaud LeBlanc is the example of you know. He wouldn't be surprised if LA's management had asked for Doc during discussions, but it's not the kind of trade the Canadiens could go through. If Doc is traded, it won't be for an older, more veteran-like player a la Philippe Deneau. It will be for a player who can have greater impact in the medium and long term. The plan plays before next week, so a lot of paramedics which next week folks, and they're giving us process to our data together to use NetSuite and all of our companies because it enables us to. The price to pay to take Trevor Doc out of Montreal is high, Renaud LeBlanc said. The things will not be simple because Doc, who was acquired by the current management, never managed to take off due to his numerous injuries. And in the club that might go after him, knows that. So, that obviously is quite the update here. Hearing that the LA Kings supposedly would have been interested in Kirby Doc and the Philly trade talks. Of course, the LA guys, Philly was acquired from the LA Kings for a very reasonably small price. And it's kind of interesting to me hearing Kirby Doc's name being tossed in there because it's like, huh, Deneau was traded over to Montreal Canadiens for peanuts, relatively speaking. So if the other teams were actually asking for Kirby Doc, it either means that they evaluate this guy so low that they think to themselves, oh, well, if Philip Deneau can get traded over for a second or a fourth, just a second round pick, I guess. And look at that! AI overview, it is our video over here. That is amazing. Thank you to Google for going out there and putting our video on blast. But if Philip Deneau is traded for a second, it's like, huh, do they evaluate Kirby Doc the same way? Honestly, in my head, I think of Kirby Doc as an asset that isn't worth nearly as much as he was in the past. Obviously, with his team is third overall, so he was at one point one of the best NHL prospects affiliated with the NHL team. But nowadays, after seeing him get flipped over to Montreal for the first round pick that the Habs acquired from the Alexander Romanov trade from the Islanders, if I recall correctly, seeing Doc go down this path of constant injuries and constant missed time, it's very difficult to fully internalize what this guy could be worth. Because yes, he did have a very good season to open up his career in Montreal, 38 points in 58 games. But that was 3 years ago. Doc was 22. Now he's 25, and he hasn't really improved much. He hasn't really played much either. There has been so little room for improvement because Doc is just never available. And I'm also thinking about it like, hey, Renaud LeBlanc said on the broadcast that, oh, If the Canadians trade Doc, they need to make sure they're getting some middle to long-term future-like assets that can help them out to replace Doc. But I'm thinking about it like this. Trade Doc was missing for most of the year, and the Canadians were still doing all right. I understand that they are maybe 2-3 years ahead in their rebuild. They weren't supposed to be as good as they are right now at this time. But even without Kirby Doc, the team's still doing all right. So I do question whether or not Kirby Doc's value to Montreal really is as much as it's made out to be in the way that we're known as why articulating his value in these trade conversations. So with all that said, I want you to let out your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel? Kirby Doc and the trade rumors linking him to Toronto, linking him to LA. If you're a Kings fan, if you're a Leafs fan, interested in getting a third overall pick who's 25 years old, who's missed out on so much time, and you're going to have to extend it to 3, 4, 5 hands just to count the amount of games you've missed at this point. Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this Finish Astral Story 9. And bye.
Alright guys, you ready to finish the black ops with the rest of the party? Hell yeah, dude. These are one of the best maps of all time. I'm excited to do this with you guys. I've heard a lot about it. You have a tricky spot on this map on this Thursday. And Joe's gonna pull up a guy, you need to get his stat. Don't worry, Donnie. I already have Mr. Waffle Waffle, one of the larger guys pulled up. Speaking of the staff, which one do we all get? I call Nick staff. I'll take 5. I'll take 6 staff. I have a team like staff, Joe. Whatever, as long as it's easy to build, I don't care what's going on. Alright, on that channel, pretty things first, we need to turn on all the generators, and we're not building the staff. Get the first generator now. Build for me, don't even need to get it down there. Maybe the old dude do it, but I'm not that much of a dude anymore. Whatever that's going, you're still the same dumb thing Joe to me. And nothing Joe's business plan. Let's get up and get the next generator turned on. Also, guys, remember to save the green spots until it's snowing, so we can get the trees for the ice down. Don't look serious. Let's also get the tree good parts while we're here. It looks like a giant robot is coming this way. I heard we can go inside and get the bathrooms. That's correct. Yeah. So the robot fixed it up. You can see it and go inside. It's not on generator 3 side, so Joe, you'll have to go inside the robot. I'll go with you. Maybe just get the small screen, open the doors inside the robot's head. I'm the one getting the weak staff, so I'm not letting you do this up with you. Let's get it, let's go. I got the staff getting so fast to go too bad. Not something. Help me on there, don't put this guy up this guy. So that's supposed to happen. And did you seriously just try to nominate the video games? Kind of crazy, you know? And it's a big generator Good guys, after we get both of these turned on, let's work our way through one next one. This is the first ice staff part. All right? Try the first piece. We're making good progress already. Go down. 5% right there. They're going down around the street. What is your malfunction doing? Seriously, go back. I'll cut you some slack again and give your head. I'm not used to the 2-8-down shift. Sounds like some hardcore copium to get, Joe. Yeah, I'm going to file that one under skill issue, Joe. Anyways, let's go to no man's land and turn on generator 4 so we can get started. All right, let's get the last shield part here. Wait for the middle robot to fill up so we can get the next part for my staff. Got it. Also look around for any big spots when it's still snowing. All right, Johnny, I'm going to get your next staff piece for you. Wow, thanks, Joe. That's so nice of you. What the hell? Why didn't it work? I shot the foot. You fucking ancient senile blind bitch. You're supposed to shoot the foot with lights on. Curse these old living eyes. They don't work as well as they used to. That's pretty sad, Bill. Anyways, don't worry, talk about that for staff piece. Thanks, homie. I knew I could sound like you. Whatever time you're happy with this, dog, you sound less as hell. Whatever he's saying, I'm going to open up this shirt so I can get my last staff. We're turning on generator 4, so everything can get jugged when you can. We can also use your tank of shirt to get the light staff pieces. I'm getting some. Jesus, yes, sweetie. I swear you have the memory of a goldfish. Have you ever been actually tested for dimensional all? With the figuring, boys, we still have a lot to do with this Easter egg. I'm shooting down the plug for the fire stuff. I'm pretty sure there are a couple planes short to give a shot now. They'll touch you down with their EDS here coming. Loads of islands with the planes with enough power. Damn, shut your ass up. Shut it, girl. Don't be talking. People are talking. I know that's loud. Samantha's going to start shooting there. It's so damn. Are you sitting there? You mentioned got such a cute voice, and don't even get me started on our little pajamas. Joe, have you ever heard of a concept called don't ask, don't tell? Seriously, you freaking bastard. Do you not want to get the simple opinion, girl? Let's just ignore Joe and keep working on the staff. We're about to grab your last staff piece, Tom. Looks like I'll be the first one to get a staff. You're able to get an upgrade pretty fast, too. I guess I'll ride the tank next round and try to get my staff parts. I'll help you out, Joe. Don't worry. Wow, thanks, Obama. This is why we're friends. Round 5, gentlemen. I think I'm going to turn down my voice volume so I don't have to hear Samantha going that. What the hell? That wasn't from my headset. That was real life. How the hell is this impossible? I can't believe it. So the next time back to the theater, I'm such a huge fan of this old game before. Doors, we got this. The president is on board. Yeah, we're closing between the Easter eggs, so this should be the long applause. I'm going to run the train and get my staff parked now. We're about to break the window. You're like 70 years older than her, and not to mention that such a fuck. Whatever you damn it is, grabbing my first line of staff. I'll just go. Get you by the tank of generator 2 and we'll get your last part. I'm going to open up the excavation site and get in the railroad. I remember listening to you on the ground. Bring it back for the generation by you. Stay as much as possible. Anyway, while you guys do that, I was going to finish some of these gold gems for this undertaking. After Obama and I grab these parts, I'm going to build my staff and upgrade. I've memorized every single step. I'm determined to free Samantha no matter what. I wish you would always get motivated during our Easter egg attempt shooting. Also, guys, be careful. The Panther sold that will be here next round. Once we defeat it, I'll be able to finish the fire staff and begin upgrading it too. Hopefully it'll snow soon so George can finish his as well. comes the Panzer. Don't let it grab your ass. Keep shooting this big scary bastard. He's nearly dead. Good shit, fellas. Let's grab my last part and then I'll head to the crazy place and finish building my staff. Joe and I will do the same since we've done all our parts as well. I'm building the fire staff now. Looks like I got mine first time.
Good job, Barack Obama. And now we're at step 5. We're one step closer to setting the vision.
I'm building mine now too. We're putting just ready to do it possible.
Good job, Donald Trump. And now it's just the second thing. Let's keep going.
Don't worry, my darling. We're going to build the lightning staff.
Watch closely and find the logo. Our online platform is waiting for you. Your offer is ready. Plus, exciting and good cool. Remember our logo. Find us online.
It's all the time. $2,000. This month. It's 6 seconds. It's ready. And when? It's ended. It's all. It's out. A message to the government again. Dan, get a load of Jeffrey Epstein for you.
Good job, boss. So good job.
Get a fucking grip, Brandon. You're so damn pathetic sometimes. Finally, it's snowing again so I can build the ice stack. While you do that, I'm going to upgrade my wing staff. I have a whole engine plate. I'm upgrading mine to that. With the Ruffle Waffles, which is really coming in tough like this. I'm finally getting my staff going. We'll be unstoppable.
Thank you, George, for the power of ice flower.
Good having finished by next round. These are done. Just got to turn all these damn dials. How the hell do people even figure all this stuff out? Not everyone is doing home use like me, Joe. That's how. They need telling done, getting the first step done and trade it place. That's how those two go together. I don't even want to think about how many vertical buildings in the like this. Fuck you, there. Last time I checked pictures, I was up there. We're like, good. I just see it. It's a few more steps. The government did a step. The move on to the stage fight. You know, Obama, get all the images in on stand up pretty soon. I got mine upgraded. My face. Yes, I appreciate it. Donald, good as it's done. Also, I think the last grade for that set. Me and George are finishing up our upgrade. Mine's done. As soon as the anthem will be able to get that street again. And those shoulders, I can find the stiff. Got my staff too. Now we just need Obama to finish his, and we can move on to the next step. In the meantime, I'll work on getting the pitch strike later. Too many quotes for my upgrade class. And that should do it. I'm getting my last skills for the food strike. Are you impressed with the parents there?
You should never call me that again.
There we go. My staff is finally complete. Not that. The fire stand. Go ahead and do it. Heading to the installation now. I'm close to fire staff. 4 times. If there's something too strong, I want to go back there. Alright guys, I'm heading inside the room about to hit the flesh. Jeff, you better not screw this up. Relax your obese pumpkin looking ass. I got this. Whoever has the matches, go get your ass over here. On my way, Donald. The G-strike reminds me of all those drone strikes I ordered on innocent civilians. Setting out the matches, Joe. Get ready for a fuck ton of Papa Panic. They stand no chance against the might of our stacks. Samantha, your knight in shining armor is here.
I think I might be getting sick and thoughts about being rescued.
Sorry, Samantha. We have to finish this egg. I still need to get even on PC. The last of the bandages. Next we need is shoot down the second plane while in zombie blood mode. I'll shoot the 3 targets around the excavation site with my ice staff so one of you can get a free zombie blood. Shooting down the plane, I'll look for the zombie carrier the Max's drone too. Found that damn chiplet head. Now we just need to fill up those soul chests. Fill my sweet Samantha. We'll be together forever.
I'm begging you all to hang on. I don't want anyone to need this.
Sorry, Samantha. No child left behind. I just finished our last soul chest. Let's go grab a thunder fist, gentlemen, and meet at the bottom of the excavation site. Alright, everyone, punch these gloves, zombie bastards. They'll drop a living stone past them when you finish. I hope you like passing around this third and there. I'm going to treat you to all third-class flavors. Joe, you make it really hard for me to defend this creepy ass sometimes. Anyways, I just got the iron fist. I think we're all ready to go to the crazy place, right? I just need to pack a punch and buy a couple of bucks and I'll be good to go. Watch out, Joe, coming through! What the hell? Damn, you sound like I just bought all my perks. Relax, Joe, your stack is punch you can easily revive them. Just hurry up and get to the crazy place. This is it, gentlemen. Just keep killing and we'll be done with this egg.
Please, it's not something to stop us. I disagree.
While I don't disagree, we've come too far to give up now.
You're going to doom me to an eternal hell. Please think about what you're doing to me.
Sorry, sir. Bill will probably have to do this with me, so we won't be today. Dr. Maxis is dead. Just to be your new dad.
Welcome to Alteryx One, a self-service analytics platform that makes it easy to automate analytics and deliver results across all of your business units. Rather than being build robust analytics, our AI is supervised and satisfaction, all domestically web browsers. The best part, Alteryx meets worldwide, whether on-prem or in the cloud. With support for all major cloud hosting platforms, the global cloud hosting across all major regions. Integrations with a full variety of vendors allow you to access all of your data anytime, anywhere, and regardless of your environment. Alteryx provides enterprise-grade scalability and security. See for yourself today.
Oh, is it trouble, Johnny? No, that's not one with me. I can think of it. We need the orange Easter egg. That's what we did. Did you, fellas? Good shit, guys. We're finally done with all the go-to Easter eggs now.
What the hell? Where am I?
This is the White House, my cutie patootie. Time for you and I to have some chocolate chip together. I'll see you guys later. I gotta show Sam the Oval Office.
No, somebody help me.
You guys think we should do something about Jill's creeper ass? Jill has been acting more weird than usual recently. Something seems different about it. You're right, Brock. Keep an eye on Joe. Something doesn't feel right. Anyways, thanks for playing, fellas. Deb wants to run some Shadows of Evil with me, so I'm hopping off. I'm gonna pick Michelle out for dinner. I'll see you, Doc. I guess I'll go for round 100 on transit. President Bush here. I hope the video was worth the wait. As you can see, this video has gameplay from all 4-player perspectives, and this will be the standard going forward. I want to thank Lex for reacting to the Blood of the Dead video, and to all the wonderful viewers as always.